Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Georgia. Really like to replace this guy with Theologian. Anyway, where we last left our nation, we were invading England. Let's see if we can piece these guys out. Not quite yet. There's a succession war over Spain going on, and we contested it. We called in Russia and Bohemia, and the Ottomans have joined in on the other side. Denmark is helping out our enemies. Let's just see if we can get anyone pieced out. No one yet. We outnumber them just a little, except for in cannons. Yeah, more cavalry. They have more cannons, 100,000 more. That can make a huge difference. But we've suffered twice as many casualties as they have, easily, because we're doing all the sieging. But, that said, and we have all of the important stuff in Florida occupied. And we're making a push into Spain. Anyone that offers us money will accept it. Unless it's over 5 interest, and then we'll turn that down. Yeah, this is really what we need to do. If we can capture that, then we should be able to push through to Madrid, capture the war goal, and we will potentially get 40 more war score. I mean, it would balance out the war right away. Took it. I'm hoping that the Ottomans just occupy a bunch of unimportant stuff. It's not directly relevant. Nice. We needed that guy. Okay, Timurid separatists are going away. There are still these Bukharans. And they could have 23,000 troops. Should I try to suppress them now? We don't have the military points, so it's a moot point. Finally caught them and wiped them out. That is the army of Florida. Go ahead and occupy this stuff. Our manpower is holding out pretty well, I must say. I'd really like to get them out of the war, because I'd like to free up those troops. Okay, Florida's low, Bohemia's medium, and they're being sieged. Yeah, Bohemia's not going to stay in this war too much longer. Okay, but Laborde had surrendered to us. Let's see, let's switch around that general. Okay, we could move down to English Mexico. Let's go ahead and do that for a little bit of war score. And they'll be building a new army. But once we capture English Mexico's capital, we'll deal with that. Let's top off relations with our allies a little bit more. Okay, Austria. Yeah, we're technically losing this war, so that makes them less eager to join, and it's a war that's been going on. Okay, can we attack there? No. We can go into Valencia, and it's just a level 2 fort. We're going to refuse to pay that. We're over our force limit. We got reinforcements. We got mercs. Yeah, it's drain on our economy, but it doesn't matter if we win. I mean, if we win, all these problems don't matter. That's what I mean. It does matter if we win. This war. Okay, let's give up on that idea because we're not going to get through that way. Let's march these guys north and deal with Florida's army. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do any of that. And the Ottomans are wasting everyone's time because, well, I guess they're contributing here. And they're losing there. But they're not going for our forts, so... The admin points... No, let's get the Patriarchal Authority. Increases missionary strength, speeding this up, but yeah, they're gonna rise up. Okay, do we have the points? We don't have the points to buy that down. We'll switch to absolute monarchy as soon as we can. And we'll deal with these guys shortly. Basically, after the war. Send aid, yeah, we'll do it. Okay, Pernio fell. Oh, can't quite get there. Who's blocking it? I guess... I think we should... They're blocking it, aren't they? No. Okay, inspirational leader. Good stuff. Okay, this should open up the path to Toledo at the bare minimum. Let's see what we can get. Got Monopoly charters, get Diplo points, which is nice because we can potentially accept a culture. No, we're maxed out. But it's more cultures. No, I think we're just thinking ahead to what we wanted next. Okay, Valencia has surrendered to us. Let's move up here. Yeah, we'll move those guys around. Okay, can we knock anyone out of the war? Cleves, maybe? Oh, they gave up on... Bohemia gave up on that siege. Did you guys have any debt? Let's pay off your debt if you do. We can't afford to. Yeah, as soon as a couple of these forts fall, they're going to leave the war, I'm sure. Okay, we can't... Yeah. Can't let them liberate this stuff, so let's head back down to Georgia. We don't care at all, Ottomans. But we need to get some more war score. we'll help you out. We're basically out of manpower anyway, so that didn't matter. Should have exploited that. Rioja, Soria. Bye-bye, Navy. Sure. Okay. Now we've got 2 forts ready to fall, and then we'll be able to move on to Madrid. Why don't we just move south, wipe out some of these troops, and then it'll be easier to take back Hitchiti. Siege Toledo. Okay, let's kill those guys first. This is our 3 siege, so let's see how long Madrid holds out. Russia's only got medium enthusiasm. That's kind of scary. Monglaves. Ugh. Okay, so what we're gonna do, yeah, they're locked in. That's great. That's where we wanted our army to be anyway. Okay. 49% chance of Madrid falling to us. And that's our Brazil. Yeah, we'll just siege down this province. And I really would like to land some troops in England itself, but that's never going to happen. I can just see this is our only fleet with transports. This guy doesn't have any siege, so we're not going to use him for that purpose. Okay, we have captured the war goal. Now the war score is going to start ticking in our favor. And we'll just hold on to as much of Spain as we can for war score purposes. Okay, if we can get some more manpower though, that would be really nice. So all we really need to hold on to is Spain, Georgia, and our capital. But those things, eventually we are going to win. Okay, and I'm curious to see what kind of war score we would need. Not very much. So if we can get up to 10 war score by holding on to Madrid, then we should win the war and take everything that we need. Thompson, sure, thanks. Okay, manpower pool won't be depleting too much, too rapidly once we finish these 2 sieges. See what our time is looking like, 15 minutes in. Okay. Hopefully this will be the last video of this series. Pernambuco, yeah. Let's hold these hills. Hold these mountains. We'll keep an eye on what's going on here. Austria's the emperor. Yeah, sure, we'll take a loan. Okay, sadly Russia's going to peace out pretty soon. But let's see if we could peace out some people here. I mean, what if we just offer to give you, like, war operations? We wouldn't leave. Okay, your capital fell. So we're going to peace you out. We're going to take the cash. You're no longer allowed to be allied to them. And guess what? You are now Orthodox. And this fort is going to hold out for some time. You might just want to park like 20,000 cannons on it. And no one else. We could use some more men, France. Definitely use some men, France. Okay, we're not going to chase them down. France. Okay, Denmark is white piecing out. Good. And hopefully we can get some more of their allies to peace out. But Russia's going to leave the war. And Ottomans are going to stay in for a while. Hopefully somebody else will intervene on our side once it's us against Ottomans in England. Like if France would join our side, or Delhi. I'd even welcome Portugal. Anyone? Yeah, all of the occupied stuff is threatening to revolt. But we're gonna win this. I mean, we have the war goal. They haven't even moved on to our capital yet. And it wouldn't even be a contest if the Ottomans didn't join in. Get out of our Georgia. You're not allowed in our Georgia. I don't know where that is. That's that fort. Yeah, Russia's gonna leave this war. And the Ottomans still have high enthusiasm. But once Russia leaves, our war score is going to jump. Because those forts will no longer be under English control. Man, our war exhaustion is going up quickly. 0.32 per month. I'll diet. And let's raise some manpower. Okay, that made him a little less excited. Okay, Granada has fallen to us, so that's the last foothold that they had. In Iberia. Sure, I guess. Okay, come on. Russia, leave the war. Okay, we'll just hold on to these places that we have. Okay, Ottomans. What if we offered you something? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just wondering what it would take to get them out of this war. Okay, Russia's out of the war, so now those... Ooh, we're no longer allied to them. That isn't good. Oh, wow. Okay. We're going to have to deal with that. We could buy Ottomans out of this war. But most of this stuff that's being occupied, they're not the ones occupying it. I guess this stuff and this stuff, yes. The rest, no. We'll move around to here and then attack. Can't let them get Madrid. Actually, we need to just blitz in, because that's the war goal, and they're about ready to capture it. No, don't win. Okay, let's expand that registry. And march up there. Okay. Should we get them out of the war? Let's give them just cash, see if they would leave for just cash. About war operations? No. They demand back mush. We give it to them? I mean, who cares? We don't care. I have to give him something else. Wow, no, we're not giving you that. Not gonna happen. Okay, where is this army retreating? There. We lost our ships, but we did wipe out those troops. Ugh. Yeah, we'll just get rid of this. What happened? The game's froze. Okay.